divine order to speak on behalf of the Creator. And they don't have to like us. You don't have to like us.
Nope.
We're Satan's rejects. We're the fuck-ups that got kicked out of Eden. I don't know. We're going back. This isn't about turning this into a business. This is about you're gonna die if you don't come alive and join us in blood and literally connect to this frequency. Like immediately, you have to attach to the consciousness of the spiritual power of your blood. The life is in the blood. The biophotons are in the plasma. Your soul is in your blood. The life force essence of your soul. The biophotons are riding in the plasma. That's what's housing. You reside in your body. You're fused to your 666 carbon body. 6 electrons, 6 protons, 6 neutrons. You're in your trillions of cells. You started as one. Cell division happened when the biophotons from your mother and father united at conception, the holy matrimony of your body. Your soul got a new body from your mother and your father. You got their genetics, and now you're here, birthed into this world, stuck in your body. You're still in the same suit that you had the day you were born. You're just a living being, and you're growing, you're changing shape, you're getting fat, you're getting skinny, you're just like constantly interacting with this elemental environment you're in. The air, the earth, the fire, the water, and the ether, which is the 5th element, which is the pool of knowledge that's everywhere. And the sun is the needle on the disc. Literally, the light rays are recording the intentional vibrations that you're emitting. Your intentions. You can read people's intentions. You can see the body language in their face. When people are lying to you, they're touching their nose, and they get fidgety, and they brush their hair, and they have to stop and think about things, and they do all these like little fidgets, and they can work really hard to hide their intentions, but you can see them.
It's like a dog, it's like a dog knows when a person's good or bad. Like a dog has a good sense, like, or an animal, like it has a good sense if, like, a person's good or bad,
Yeah, you can see people's intentions, and you can transfer your intent. And intention is a living energy. This is what people are missing. Intentions are living energies. It's a wave field of potential that you're generating.
And only the devil hides his intent. Only the devil.
Electric and magnetic currents of your body. And if you don't follow through with your intentions, then you're not a man of your word. Like if you say you do something and then you don't, like you say you help your buddy move on the weekend, and then the weekend comes, you're like, oh, you're really tired. You didn't really want to help. You're like, why didn't I say no? They were counting on you to be, and then you don't show, and then they're like, oh, you didn't come and help. Thanks a lot. You go against, you said you'd do something, then you didn't, and now people are upset, and they're mad at you because you just know if you don't follow through with your intentions, then you have to follow through with your intentions. So you got to intend to bring forth heaven on earth, and then you got to follow through with it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to tell these Jew bankers and the Zionists and the Freemasons and the Roman Catholics and all these parasites in the world that what they're doing is wrong and it needs to stop.
Point blank.
Like there are 144,000 living beings that were spoke of in your holy Bible, and we are literally here in the flesh, walking amongst you, telling you who we are. We're giving you the knowledge that you need to reclaim your divinity from this Vatican parasite that stole your soul print at birth. They literally did blood magic on you. They spilt your blood in a blood test at the hospital. They tell you they're testing for whatever they're testing for, all these diseases. What they're doing is they're spilling your spiritual currency. The life is in the blood, and they did a blood over intent on your behalf when you were like 2 minutes old. They spilt your blood into the ether and attached it to a legally binding document. And your silence was consent. But you weren't old enough to say, like, get the fuck away from me with that sharp object. You ain't stabbing me for nothing, spilling my blood and attaching it to your witchcraft and sorcery. You're not old enough. You're just born here. Your parents were your guardians, and they signed it and literally marked you down as lost at sea. Now you're a corporate fiction owned by your government and these private bankers that took out monetary contracts, and now they've overlent, and now you're all trapped in hell, owned by the government, the corporation of banking America, the Federal Reserve. It's been going on for 110 years now.
Yep. Too long.
I don't know what you're going to do about it. Like Agenda 21, they had to run a fake pandemic to try and shut all this knowledge down. When you post it on, say anything, they just call you on medical misinformation. Like you're not allowed to have an opinion about a fake pandemic and a globalist shutdown of the flat earth truth, because they want to control the rollout of it, the transpocalypse agenda, to control literally everything. They've stolen your world. They stole your divinity. People should be pissed off. You better do something about it before there's nothing left. Before there's nothing left. Because there isn't hardly anything left now.
They're just being dumbed down and positioned right now to go into the metaverse now. They want everybody to be like submerged now into like this fake world, into like a fake matrix. But you're already in the matrix, so they're just trying to hide that from you too. They're always trying to hide it from you. Everything. They just distraction, total distraction from the Holy Grail.
Uploading your consciousness. Yeah. Once you get into the metaverse, you're a dead soul. Like you're not even interacting with the reality around you. We're already so cut off from it, stuck on cell phones and in the digital. Like we came to get into this digital environment to save your soul and pull your consciousness back out.
Time and money.
False agenda. Of
everything's a program.
Reality. Like we were just saying, there's 1,000 years of fake history. Nobody knows where they are. You don't know what time it is. Everyone's in a lot of trouble, and they better pay attention to those that can really see what's going on. The truth of blood over intent, the truth of the spiritual currency, like how you apply your own royal water to showing your creator proof of life. You need a witness, and you need to be blood thick with your creator so that we can actually accomplish getting to the center of the flat earth. And we got to deal with all this government, banking, corporate America. Like they have genocided the world. They're guilty of crimes beyond comprehension. It's the worst possible mess you could ever wake up into. You're literally in hell.
Yeah, people got to wake up to this real reality of it. This is the answer. You know, what else are they going to get to escape this whole mess that everybody's in? And everybody's looking for an answer. They're looking for one. Well, this is your answer. This is your end. You are the key to your eternal life. Literally, it's your eternal life, and they hid it from you. And nobody else is going to tell you can live, but we're literally here telling you can live forever. And you just got to sign.
They weren't going to tell us
your name into the book of life.
They were working very hard to keep this information in the dark. They didn't want you to know that there's a hole at the center of the flat earth, that the living souls, we're going to be birthed out of here. We're going to the other side, and this is our realm. It's by divine order. This can't be stopped. You just need to join us.
Here's one for you, right? Here's something for you. You are an infinite human being with an infinite amount of potential. Before you die of old age and stupidity, you must follow your compass north to the aurora borealis and the celestial pole that is coming up from the north, from the ground up and not the sky down. And this is your main mission in life.
This is the core information that we need to be figuring out.
Well said,
144,000 to come together and get to this location. Yep.
I hope that helps others. I hope your guys' message helps somebody else. I really do. That's why I publish messages, because we need to help others, and that's what we're here to do. I'm not here to fight and argue with people. I'm here to give them information that they truly need, that they're missing. They're missing so much. They're missing their whole essence of life in general, because everybody's hexed and cut off.
We're the only ones that can see it.
Right. The only ones, like Michael said, and people got to start listening to us, because if they don't, then we're fucked. And I don't just make this for clout or care for people listening to us. I maybe got like 8 subscribers on our channel right now, but it's like, you know, the fact is, it's like they cut one channel down, I make another, and then it's just going to keep making more and more. And people are sharing the videos, the right ones, and they're taking these videos.
That's how they fragment.
They're mixing them.
They don't want us to get too much momentum.
But I appreciate any of you that share these videos. Thank you so much. Anybody in the Blood Over Intent that's helping us get the message out, like, we appreciate you to the fullest extent, because it's not easy for people to come on here and speak about the tyranny and the lies and the things that are going on, because look at the things that have happened to people that have come out, and it's you know, it's like we're still here standing in truth with Mark Brown, and that's the way it's going to be, and no one's going to stop us. We're going to get birthed out of here alive. And that is our mission. It is our main mission. We're here day in and day out talking about our mission, and we're literally going to go with or without you. So if you people want to come join us and get your eternal life, which you were promised from your creator, you're more than welcome to join us. It's a great thing. You know, it's a great thing to talk about. It's a great thing to explore. You know, this is something real people need to start delving into, because what else are you going to delve into? You got to go inside, you know, and find your center, and it's in your heart, and you open up your heart, and your heart's going to tell you where to go back home, you know. And it's time to go back home, you know. That's where we all got to go. Like anytime anything happens, we want to go home, you know. I just want to go home. Well, now it's time to go home, because you know it's time that we're going back home now. And we all knew this. We all knew our time was coming to go back home, but it was just we didn't know when or how. But now we have the signs, and now we have the answers to what we have to do, what we have to accomplish. And it's get enough people in this lifetime to understand the logistics and the basics of this, because everybody was taught the reverse of truth, which fucking fucked everybody up, even us. You know, it just fucking hexed everybody, and everybody didn't have any creative ability or flow, real creativeness. And if they would have just taught us originally, you know, the real proper way to be as humans, you know, maybe we wouldn't be in this mess. Where look at what we have going on in the world, you know, like it's just a complete mess where people don't understand completely of even where they're at or what's going on. Like we've totally been hidden. Everything's been hidden from us. They can easily manipulate us with lies. They create all kinds of these agendas, and you know they can say it's not our fault, but you know, or say it is our fault, but it doesn't matter. It's like, you know, we're trying to get ourselves out of this mess. We know where we stand. We're in hell. We're trying to fix it. We're trying to get heaven on earth. We speak these words of heaven on earth while we're here, while we're alive. We talk about bringing heaven here while we're alive. Like that is the most powerful thing you can imagine. People are talking about bringing heaven to earth. Like, why wouldn't you see that? That we're here trying to bring heaven to earth, like literally. And it's like, why wouldn't you want to be a part of this? Why wouldn't you want to be a part of such a beautiful thing to bring heaven on earth, like which you know you were designed to do? Your creator designed you to bring heaven on earth.
Yeah, not to genocide your own people into enslavement of a financial tyranny that has created this whole mess you're in. Money has got to be the one of the worst. Money and the churches, the religions, the false
the truth.
Indoctrination of your spiritual connection, the creation you live in. People can't even see the light. The sun above your head is conscious. It's the light of the world. It's the Son of God. It's what's creating your flesh and bones. And you need to snap out of the shell shock you're in and realize that you're in a firmament. You're in a womb. You're inside your Mother Earth's womb right now. And she's calling to you, but you can't hear her because you have been disconnected from source. Like the natives have a very strong connection to the source, but even they're missing the flat earth reality because they still think the earth is a globe. They've all been indoctrinated by bullshit NASA science. Everything NASA told you was a lie. I'm sick of picking on NASA because it's just, they got all these billions of dollars in funding and it's just total insanity. It has to stop.
Yeah, why do they get to fund so much money into all these things? And like, it's just a controlled narrative, everything. They controlled the whole narrative, and that's why people don't know what to believe either. They just controlled the whole narrative of what they want to talk about, what they want people to think about, what they want to, you know, and it's just crazy, like whole crazy things, you know. People get so interested in these fake stories and these fake things that they come up with, you know, like they just totally fall in love with the stories that they come up with, and they do it to themselves, you know. These people don't see they're doing this to themselves, that they're falling for these lies. And you know, yeah, it's nice to get away from things sometimes and have an imagination, you know. We all do.
You've just been left to die in the land of the dead. Your own government tried to genocide you. You're being farmed. You're in a soul farm and you can't see it. The government is farming your soul, and the government are just the puppet agents of the hidden government. They're just paid off by the bankers, and they just get away with whatever they get away with all their money. They're given the billions to fund their corporations, to make work projects, to keep everybody busy, and then they educate you and they train you to be all these public services. You're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're a tradesperson, you're this, you're that, you're a brick worker, you're a steel worker, you're a whatever role they put you in through school, they indoctrinate you and they shut off half your brain. They don't teach you anything about the spiritual connection.
You're right. It's all about the material world.
Your life is in the blood.
They don't teach you anything about the spirit. It's all about the material world. That's all people are seeing and caring is like what they can see and what they can touch. It's like all about
number 2 shit pencil.
Yeah.
Number 1 is PP, number 2 is shit. And you got a number 2 pencil because that was your magic wand. Your pencil was your magic wand, and you could like take your pencil and write your intention.
That's why they say the pencil is mightier than the sword.
And leave a note. You can write your intent.
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah, you need to write your intention that you intend to bring forth heaven on earth, and you need to sign it with a drop of blood. Every movie showing you all these king's letters and these royal documents and these important messages are all sealed with red wax on the back of the envelope, and they stamp their little logo into it. That's showing you the red is the blood. It's a symbolism for putting a drop of blood over your intention and publishing it publicly. When you put a drop of blood on your intent, you are signing it with your DNA, your royal water. So blood over intent to bring forth heaven on earth is literally a royal proclamation recognized by the Creator, by the ether, by other living souls. And now these other living souls have witnessed each other's blood, like we're a blood family connected through the intention of heaven on earth.
Yep, and that's the common cause of our own survival. So we all attach to it, like literally. Like we're trying to survive here. Like what are these people thinking? Like we're all trying to survive here. We're not trying to fight or get along, and if people are offended by this message, I'm not singling out anybody. I'm not here to offend anybody. I don't make videos trying to target anyone. I'm here to get us our eternal life, to like literally by divine order. I'm not here to cause any problems. Like I already see the problems in this place, and I want forgiveness for my filthy soul. So I ask for forgiveness, with my blood, and try to get forgiveness for everybody. Right? Exactly.
We publish our blood, and they take it down.
Mm-hmm. But people got to admit that they're wrong, they got to admit that they're wrong, and they'll never admit that they're wrong. It's okay to admit that we're wrong. We did something, we had something wrong here, because it's like we're born with 666 carbon copy in our DNA already, born satanic, filthy satanic. So we did something wrong, and that's why we need to make an atonement for our filthy souls. Whatever it is, just show your Creator, tell your Creator you're sorry.
Reptilian race. We went through 7 generations. We've been recycled through the moon every time we had our memories erased, and now we've woke up. Like people like me, I'm way ahead of the curve. I woke up to my past life memories like a decade ago or longer. Now it's 2021. We've already taken over this universe. You're in our world, not the other way around. We have the authority of our Creator to speak on topics such as the black hole sun and the Holy Grail and how we're going to get birthed out of here. Like we're going to be birthed to the other side of this flat earth plane, and there is an infinite amount of flat earth planes beyond this one, and we're all stuck on this one, and we can't get out of here because corporate America is trying to make $1 off of the Exodus, trying to save time and save money. And these are false concepts that have destroyed your reality. They've literally warped your mind into
it's all programming.
State of delusion that you can't even see where you are. Yeah,
you've
been programmed.
Cares? Do you think the Creator is gonna matter? Like when you're an infinite being, your Creator, at some point you're gonna have to matter or answer to your Creator, and they're gonna ask you, why did you conform to all these programs like the way you did? Because it should have never been this way. You should have seen the indoctrination.
Yeah,
you should have seen the
Creator is listening right now, 24/7. The ether, the Creator, the creative forces of this life. Literally, your intentions are leaving waves. Like it's like throwing a rock into a pond, and it makes rings like the waves. If you throw a rock into a pond, you can see the concentric rings making waves, ripples in the water. Well, your intentions are literally making ripples in the ether, very similar to throwing a rock into a pond and making waves in the water. Your intentions are making waves in the ether. You just can't see them, because ether is not a liquid like water. It's not a gas like air. It's not a solid like a rock. And it's not like, it's not hot like fire. It's ether. It's the fifth element, and it's where all your dreams, your wishes, your hopes, your prayers, your thoughts, all that wishy-washy and flighty type of energy. That's why when people are in a true state of love, it's a creativity. Like all the artists and people that are in those states of creativity are kind of weird and quirky because they're in tune to this kind of frequency, and they, seem a little bit autistic and eccentric, and they're in tune to this divine frequency that's speaking to them. And they pull these great works of art out of thin air. It's thin air, the ether, and your intentions are literally leaving imprints of waves into it 24/7, even if you are not consciously aware of your intentions. Like when you're consciously aware of your intention, you're like, I'm doing this at 8 o'clock, and then at 8:05 I'm doing this, and then at 8:15 we're going to be doing this, and then by 8:30 we'll be here, and then at 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock, like you just have your intent, you're just in that groove, you're in that flow, but when your intentions are unclear and you're unconscious, you're just responding to the day, and you're just, life's bouncing off of you, and you're not really clear, you're just kind of, unconscious, but your intentions are still being recorded by the ether. The white hole sun is the needle on the disc. It's the reflection of the black hole sun from the other side of this flat earth plane, and it is taking all those waves, mine, yours, the collective consciousness of the whole. It's reading the ether, everything everybody put in the pool all day long, every thought you had, every thought I had, it's all leaving an imprint into this pool collectively all around the world. It goes from one corner to the other of the flat earth. Mm-hmm. It's like inside a dome. You're in a big, you're inside your mother's womb for 9 months, breathing in the amniotic fluid inside your mother's womb, in her belly. You were inside your mother when you first got your body, breathing in the amniotic fluid. And then the water bursts, the sac breaks, you're birthed into here, and now you're inside of another firmament. It's an amniotic sac. It's just a whole lot bigger. It's your Mother Earth's womb, and you're breathing in the ether, the air, this prana all day long. Like Morpheus says, do you think that's air you're breathing?
Nice Matrix quote.
You're literally leaving your... Yeah.
In the Matrix... The Matrix, the language, or not the language, but the Matrix actually in different language, or it's like Hebrew, the definition of Matrix in a different language is the womb. The Matrix, it literally means the womb.
You're in your Mother Earth's womb, and everyone's an aborted baby fetus because they won't show their creator proof of life. You need to connect to this with your soul. Like, this needs to be a cause you want to live for. Blood over intention. To bring forth heaven on earth. To connect to the knowledge of the ages. And that means you got to comprehend that you're not on a globe. That the globe is a lie. Everything they're telling you about globes and space is all a hoax.
Yeah, it's easy to come out from all these lies. Like even Hollywood. People are tricked by all this shit. Sports is all fucking programmed. Like people blindly follow all this shit. It's all Freemasonry. Like they don't even see it. It's like
bread and circus for the masses.
They're fucking, everybody's blindly following all this shit. Hollywood. They watch their movies, their entertainment, their sports, like all this shit. It's all fucking like, and everybody is so in love with it. Like literally so in love. Like that's all they care about is their sports.
And their movies and their time. Artists. Like I like the music.
Like I get it too, yeah. I was a sports freak growing up.
And all this, apocalypse of humanity. They're genociding us. Mm-hmm. It's like I can't really support your works anymore because there's a problem. Like we need to get to the center of the flat earth plane before we die.
Like literally, dude, look at all the fucking fake celebrities out there. Like people got to go watch Conscious X channel. Look at that on YouTube and see all these celebrities that are playing different celebrities. Like shit's real, man. These people are slaves too. They want out of it. But it takes enough people like to wake up and fucking wake up to how crazy this world really is. They can just sit and talk about it all they want, but actually really wake up to it and see it for what it really is, because they won't even put their blood up, for anything, for anything good. And it's like they think it's a scary thing, but it's not. Put your blood over your intent. Like Michael said, it's like a proclamation. You're going to make a proclamation that,
it is a royal proclamation to your creator. Like it's the highest form of magic. Blood over intent is the
we're trying to help people.
Highest form of magic.
Literally trying to help people, man.
More power than blood over intent.
Like that's all we know. Like we're trying to help people out.
Strength and knowledge in this world. You want to put your blood over your intent, stating that you intend to bring forth heaven on earth, and you are connecting your spiritual currency to real power, to the ether. Direct link to the consciousness of creation right now. Not tomorrow, immediately. Now.
Don't wait.
Before it's too late.
Yep.
Show
Don't
your
wait.
Creator that you're alive.
Show your creator now that you're alive.
17:11 specifically states that you need to make
attach to this immediately.
For your sins with your blood. This is your creator's law.
Hebrews 9:22. Animal blood is insufficient.
Do your blood over your intent, you're gonna die. Animal sacrifice is insufficient. That's exactly right. It's in Hebrews 9:22. 9:22, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, 9:22.
You're right.
Stating that animal sacrifice is insufficient.
And then if you read Corinthians,
you can't go and kill a lamb,
right? Corinthians 2 verse 4:4.
Somebody else's blood.
Corinthians 2 verse 4:4 is telling us that Corinthians 2 verse 4:4 is telling us that this is Satan's world. They tell us.
And this is Satan's world. Satan's world. Blood over intent is the law. Animal sacrifice is insufficient. You need to put a drop of your own blood into the ether to make atonement for your sins. You can't spill the blood of another being.
All the cleansing came from the blood.
That blood's gonna make
you got to cleanse it, cleanse your soul. Cleanse.
That's what they're doing all this ritual blood.
Yeah, that's why they're doing they're cleansing their souls, like making it look like they're all innocent because they use lesser magic is what they do. They use lesser magic. They show us all this shit like in movies and cartoons, and they sneak it in there and they sneak it by, and they're like, "Oh well, we told you, we told you so, we told you people." We told them so because you know what it does. If they tell us, then it makes it so they're karma. They don't get any bad karma because they told you. You know what I mean? They literally that's why they do all this shit. They're using magic spells like lesser magic, and people don't get it. That's how dumbed down they are. It's just lesser magic. They're using lesser magic on everybody, and they don't even sense it. But that's what they're using.
Lesser magic right here in blood.
Yeah.
They're trying to infiltrate this movement and turn it into a business. It's like, what part of you need to show your creator proof of life immediately before you die? You only have a limited window of time to show your creator you're alive, and you're running out of time. Every moment you waste and wait to show your creator proof of life is a moment sooner to your name being sealed into the book of death, where it is already placed by default. The Vatican stole your soul print and attached your spiritual currency when they literally spilt your blood and did a blood over intent against your will. It was an evil witchcraft, magic, sorcery that they did. Told you it was for testing for tuberculosis, but it's witchcraft. They did a blood over intent. They attached your spiritual currency to a corporate contract, and now you're bound to these intentions. The Vatican literally stole your soul print.
And
that's why.
And literally, if you had any intelligence,
out of balance.
You would go against the government and write your own proclamation of blood over intent. If you had any intelligence.
Secret agency, the CIA, and all these gang stalking. They got millions of people involved in a secret society working against. They're just working against each other now. There's so many rats that they're just infighting amongst their own people because some of the smart ones that got duped into the system realize we're right, and they're trying to help us from within the system, and they really don't know how, and it's a real complicated situation.
Well, it is, and
heaven on earth.
We're trying to uncomplicate the situation by just being normal about it, and speak about it. Like we can have good conversations about it, and get each other going on some really good topics. But it's like we really can do this from the comfort of our own homes. And that's why we're trying to get people to understand and see. Like, you can bring forth heaven from the comfort of your own home. Like, literally, just from the behind your screen at your house, like, talking about it, being about it. Like, you're bringing forth heaven from the comfort of your own home. And that's how simple and logistic this shit really can be, and it is. You know, and people got to understand, like I said, like, everybody's trapped in their homes right now because of the fucking government. They want everybody to be stuck inside. You know, and now it's like, yeah, now it's time to wake up, bro. Like, people got to start making videos. Get us the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got to get out of here. People need to start producing content, speaking about the black hole sun.
We're here for you.
Content.
We're here with you. You know, it's not really out of the ordinary to talk about being birthed out of here. Just do it once. I'm telling you, you'll love it.
Over intent.
It's going to change your life. It's going to change your whole perspective, your whole outlook on this whole realm, this whole 3D plane you're on. You know, there's a lot of beautiful structures and beautiful things in this earth. I get it.
Proof of money is not going to save you.
That everybody enjoys,
business
but
people, they've literally
you're going to enjoy this better.
And these so-called success coaches, the first words out of their mouth are, "Oh, I got $100 million. I got $1 billion. I got several. I'm billion. I'm a." So everybody
listen to Michael. He's telling the truth.
Don't value my words because I'm not dressed in a business suit.
Nobody listens to Michael, and it's sad because he's literally telling everybody exactly how things really are, and nobody gets it.
I don't have a job. I don't have a company behind me. I can't really sign your paycheck because I don't have any equity flow of Federal Reserve fiat banknotes. I had some businesses, but I keep getting attacked and destroyed. The business world, they don't like people like me, living souls. They want to try and own us and stop the exodus from happening, it seems. They're literally trying to keep everybody in a soul farm, and it's just not going to happen. The Creator's going to kill them for it. They're already in the book of death, so they really better smarten up. You need to get knowledge. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, so you need to smarten up, and we're trying to give you the knowledge for free. This isn't a business. This is pure gnosis to save your soul from hell. We have a message that's here from the Creator. We're speaking by divine order. My words are by divine order. I'm talking on behalf of God, basically. That's why I'm the Merlin of Avalon, the guardian of the Holy Grail. People don't like me because my power is real. I'm speaking on behalf of God. Like, this is a burden. I'm not trying to get attention and seek your money. Fuck your fucking money. This is about heaven on earth. And if you're going to let these Jew bankers, they're fake Jews, telling you they're God's chosen people, and they're not. They're leading you to your grave. So if you can't see a problem with that, then you're retarded beyond measure. Everybody's dying. The Holy Grail is real. It's been there your entire life. Nobody was going to tell you about it. It's genocide. Like, you can drink from the living waters at the center of the flat earth, and you don't have to die. Like they did in Tartaria. And that's why all these ancient maps showed the Holy Grail. Because they used to know about the Holy Grail, but all these parasites, this reptilian, archonic, totalitarian oligarchy, shape-shifting, transgendered, whatever the fuck this enemy is, that's lying to you about everything. They've stolen your communications. They stole your education. They stole your communities and governments. You're run by like a totality. It's like 1984. It's like a dystopian nightmare everywhere you go. And this is the stylized, what they've done. This is their theme.
Dystopian.
It's just dystopia. Where they don't, and they don't care. They don't respond. Who are you going to call about this? Who are you going to call? They're all in on it. You're going to call the police and tell them to go arrest themselves for pushing their people into a soul trap, for stopping knowledge of the ages, for stopping you from understanding that your birthright of divinity and eternal life is real, and it always was. They weren't going to tell you. All they gave you was globe earth and science fiction and Hollywood movies that have warped your mind from intelligence. You couldn't even take 10 minutes of your time to listen to somebody like me.
That's the truth.
People would listen to me. I mean, if I could just talk freely for, 45 minutes or an hour or something, if somebody like Mark Braun could talk to you for like a couple of hours, he'd blow your mind with intelligence from another dimension about creation and how to be birthed out of here alive in the flesh while you still have your body before you expire. You can drink from these living waters and come back here and play. You're already in the kingdom of heaven, but you've turned it into a hellish nightmare, squared your reality, turned it into a corporate district of human trafficking, child pedophilia, adrenochrome harvesting, like the human trafficking, and it's all human trafficking. You're all being farmed. They're trying to leave you in the grave
at the pharmacy. They're farming you.
School is an indoctrination camp to brainwash you, and the square mortar board had at graduation is showing that you've been capped with 4 years of postgraduate indoctrination, and you're not getting any more knowledge. You're capped. That's what your square black mortar board cap on your head at graduation is. You've been capped and squared, and now you're in the land of the dead, and you're whatever role, making your salary, buying your Beamer, buying your $100,000 fucking, $500,000 house, buying your mansions, whatever it's worth. Hyperinflation has just driven you into poverty that you'll never climb out of. The debt is beyond repairable. The system was designed to fail from the start, and here it is, failing. Surprise. Now all the money's in the hands of a few people, and none of the money is in the hands of everybody. And you're all just a bunch of rats trying to get a nibble of cheese that doesn't exist. Government handouts are the only thing keeping people going, and they're trying to take your whole world and life away from you. What's left? It's all fake. Your news is fake. Your history is fake. Your school is fake. Everything. Wikipedia has destroyed your knowledge. It's all false. They've gone through your internet like worms through the book of life. They're like termites, just chewing up knowledge and distorting it, and they write it and rewrite it. They've rewritten your history several times, and they're trying to rewrite it again. They're trying to erase our blood, and you're trying to bear false witness to Mark Braun, and you're refusing to give the devil the due that he deserves. That's the problem here. Mark Braun deserves better. We deserve better, and you deserve better. So I hope you get what you deserve.
Same, Michael.
I'm sure the creator will see to it,
Yeah, I hope you deserve a lot too, bro. You put in a lot of good gnosis, and you don't deserve to be living in this fucking totalitarian world, where it's just governized and just full of bullshit. You're a living soul, and you deserve what you get, man. You deserve a lot, and I think you're gonna get, once we get to heaven on earth, it's just gonna be such a breakthrough for all of us, because it's something we've all.
They just don't know how to get past. This is such a big deal. I get it. Like, we're the most amazing, advanced souls. We tried to be nice to everybody, but when you put a price tag on the Exodus, that's where you lost us.
Mm-hmm.
We told you.
It just created all kinds of friction.
This is bigger than money.
It's hard. Yeah, like we don't want to be dealing with none of this bullshit. We just want heaven on earth for every living soul. It's that simple. Imagine if everybody had heaven. Nobody'd be complaining. Nobody'd be arguing.
What is your soul worth?
Right.
What is your soul worth? We are the knowledge that Blood Over 10 brings to the table is the gnosis and understandings of the flat earth and the connection to the magnetic flux that's pulling your compass needle north constantly. We can hear it. We are in tune to it. It is speaking to us. The 144,000 have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. And the consciousness is talking to us because we're programming it. We told you every word you speak is a magic spell. And you tried to shut our words down and turn it into some marketing contest and a competition and flashed all your numbers in front of everybody's faces. Oh, you got 1 million numbers. Oh, you got 10 million numbers. You got 6 figures of numbers. You got 7 figures worth of numbers. Oh, you even got 8 figures worth of numbers. It's like we got like 8-figure IQs. Like, our intelligence is off the chart. We are in tune to the black hole sun. We are programming reality with heaven on earth and spiritual currency.
Talking about an exodus. Like getting birthed out of here. Like, we're literally
next level.
Trying to talk about an
exodus. Downplay it all you want. We used to be filthy, retarded, necrophiliac, legally dead, lost at sea, brainwashed by all the indoctrination and MK Ultra fucking CIA mind control targeted, trauma-based reality that they put us all through. All the religious indoctrination, the government indoctrination, the education indoctrination, the Hollywood media indoctrination, fake news, fake history, fake reality. You know, all the poisons in the food, the poison in the air, the poison in the water, the poison in your mind. People randomly on the street, they just, everywhere they went, they just poisoned your reality. All the sigil magics, all the logos, they're rubbing the Holy Grail in your face on literally everything. Another Matrix movie of actors talking about our exodus before we even have one. They're making a profit and creating all this content, having all this creative equity. Well, we get censored, silenced, exiled, and these people are talking about our fucking exodus that we can't even have because you've stolen it from us.
Mm-hmm.
What fucking exodus? All I see are Hollywood movies. Where's the fucking exodus? Who's going to pay us? We don't want your money, so you can't even pay us. We want heaven on earth.
Uncensor the truth. That's what
the money needs to be balanced so that everybody has everything they need. A universal basic income needs to be launched immediately. The funds that are based on fraud, like NASA and SpaceX and all these liars, like Elon Musk is a liar. He's an actor. He's a front man for the CIA, and he's a piece of shit liar. Trying to put rockets into space, pretending this shit's real. You can't fly through the firmament. So fuck off with your lies. You're not selling me your lies. You're going to put your blood over your intent, or you're going to expire in the land of the dead. You're already in hell. You don't have to like your message. I'm sorry you're an asshole, and you tried to lie to humanity about space and steal their soul. You got caught for soul theft, for genocide, and crimes against humanity on a grand scale. You are in a lot of trouble with your creator. And blood over intent is the only solution. There's no way around this. Nobody escapes us. Blood over intent. Not fake blood, not fake intent where you're lukewarm with heaven on earth, and then you start talking about selling everybody some knowledge for $1, turning the Exodus into a competition. We've already taken over the world. You need to pay attention to the information that we already gave you. All these years, you just ghost wrote us and talked over top of us. It's a real shame because a lot of souls have died. Like thousands of people are dying every day, and they'll never hear the words that were already shared. The Book of Life has been opened for 8 years. 2013, when Mark Braun published his Blood. That's when this mythical book of life in the ether field opened because spiritual currency was written into it and the book opened. The vault was lost and other living beings began to place their spiritual currency, stacking blood on top of blood on top of blood, and we are literally here in the flesh telling you that the Exodus is real. We're it. We're the living souls. We are the 144,000 beings that are written about in your holy Bible, in the flesh, walking amongst you. You don't have to like us.
Mm-hmm.
But the message we have is one of hope and one of peace and unity for humanity, to regain the consciousness they need to understand the reality they live in, the flat earth. And it's not just flat, it's geocentric. It's definitely a flat plane. Obviously, it's not a spinning globe floating through space with a 93 million mile away sun. The sun is within the firmament. It's a consciousness element, and it's within the firmament, and you're birthed into it. And if you don't start connecting to the light of the world, you got nothing. You're dead. If you don't connect to this, you're already dead. That's the problem. You're already dead. The zombie apocalypse is you.